In this video, we're going to do the following problem. Rationalize the denominator. Assume that all expressions under radicals represent positive numbers. That second part is there just to let us know that the expression is defined. Rationalize the denominator. That means that we need to eliminate the radicals from the denominator without changing the value of the fraction. The only way that we can manipulate a fraction or change a fraction without changing its value is to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same thing. So we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator of this fraction by something that's going to eliminate the radical, which is the cube root of 2c that's in the denominator. Well, let's think about, what does the cube root of 2c represent? It represents the number that when multiplied by itself 3 times will give us 2c, or in this case expression, since 2c is an expression. It represents the expression that when multiplied by itself 3 times will give us 2c. So what we'll do is we'll make there be 3 factors of the cube root of 2c in the denominator. And we'll add in the last one here. So now we have 3 factors of the cube root of 2c. So when we multiply all of those together, what we'll get in our denominator is 2c, because this represents the number that when I multiply it by itself 3 times, which I've done there, will give us 2c. But we can't just multiply the denominator, we also need to multiply the numerator by those factors. So let's write those factors in, the cube root of 2c and the cube root of 2c. To multiply these together, we have 3 radicals that all have the same index. So we can keep that same index and multiply their radicands together. That's going to give us 7a times 2c times 2c. So now we need to think about whether or not we might be able to simplify the radical in the numerator. The only way we'll be able to do that is if we have 3 factors that are all the same. We have a factor of 7, which is a prime, so it can't be split up into more factors. We have a factor of a. We have 2 factors of 2, again, which are prime, so they can't be split up. And we have 2 factors of c. So the most number of factors that we have of any of the things being multiplied together is 2, but that's not enough for us to be able to simplify. So the simplest we can do is just to multiply these together. 7 times 2 times 2, that's the same thing as 7 times 4, which gives us 28. And then we end up with a and c times c, which is c squared. So our final answer is the cube root of 28 times a times c squared divided by 2c. I hope you found this helpful.